Hello, it's Omaji Andaria, and the Council of Light is also fully present here along with your guides, your advisors, the masters and angels working with you. And we're inviting the connection to our upcoming offering that is new. It is new in the respect that we've never shared specifically with the intention of offering a sacred circle transmission. And so we invite you to feel into what that represents for you. We invite the part of you that knows to step forward and to connect to all that is there for you in the remembering of who you are in truth. This sacred circle, energy, consciousness, energetic container and fabric, and it has a life of its own. It is the first time in this incarnation that we've offered this type of offering. And while it will be woven in with the other ways that we share energetic information, the energetic environment that's created through this intention of gathering in sacred circle will generate potent, focused, energetic vortex, energetic container to support you in calling forth that which is your next level. And in this specific offering that we're calling remembering, we're going to leave it there for a moment, that remembering, because you know, and it's really about simply remembering what you know. So this offering, remember the keys to your mastery, will begin July 10th. So there's a short window of opportunity for you to say yes. But what we know, and what we know that you know on some level, is that if this offering is for you at this time, you will simply know. You won't need time to figure it out. You will simply know. And as we hold this energetic stance, we support you in remembering the connection to your knowing. One of the gifts that we offer in our sessions is an accelerated evolutionary process, an accelerated remembering that occurs with a gentleness, a grace, a ease that empowers you to take your seat at the table in your own gifts, your own wisdom, your own mastery, to feel safe to activate it for yourself, to remember it for yourself, to begin to move into the expression of it for yourself to the degree that's appropriate. And as we move through these various rememberings, that which cannot be clung to in the new higher vibration will simply dissolve, retire, release, transmute. Because as you remember who you are in truth, and you activate it within your pillar of light in this dimension, it's literally activating that which reflects into this dimension, activating it at that level, the level that you currently function in and around. And it's actually probably more accurately merging with this higher aspect of you and allowing it to express here. Reflect into the physical dimension as what you are, because it's what you are. The other component to this is you as an etheric being of light. In order to incarnate in this realm, you partner with a nature spirit that reflects as the physical form. This nature spirit, which we lovingly refer to as the body deva, will also be an aspect of what we work with in these sessions to support the body deva into moving into its next level of expression, to supporting higher octaves of consciousness for itself, to release any of the fear, the separation, the struggle, the tribal consciousness, the survival consciousness that can be reflecting in your experience as lack, suffering, struggle, limitation, because you're writing in the physical form. You're partnered with the body deva, you're always together. And so the reflection in the outer reflects that collaboration. It reflects not only your consciousness, but it also reflects the body deva's consciousness. So as you begin to become aware of this, it is the next level of mastery where you can begin to be a guide for the body deva. You can begin to be a teacher, a demonstrator, and to no longer hold responsibility for issues that are not your own, that are actually body devas, to hold a safe space for the body deva to evolve itself, to empower itself, to move into its next level of mastery and expression. And so as the body deva becomes conscious that it is its own being, that it's partnered with you, and as you do the same, this empowered collaboration can lovingly express from the level of unity, consciousness, divine collaboration, divine partnership, beyond struggle. So that will be components of what we look at, because it's part of the whole. It's part of the allness. And we also wish to mention that there are only 12 seats available at the table for this sacred circle. We have prepared those seats energetically in such a way that you will be able to feel into whether or not one of them is your seat to take, whether or not one of them is an opportunity for you to upshift, to up-level, to remember more of your truth, and thus allow it to reflect. We would also at this time invite your body devas, the level of their higher selves, to feel into what is theirs to be, do, and have. And when you follow the light in this way, the energy in this way, when you follow what feels appropriate for you, you say yes to it. You also say yes to everything that allows you to be supported in choosing it, in having it. So in this moment, you can invite your higher self, your team, your guides, your body deva's higher self, its team, its guides, to feel into this offering and to use your discernment, your intuition, your divine communication to discern what's actually here for me. And you can feel into that energy. Is it expansive? Is it freedom? Is it safety? Is it love? Is it expansion? Is it all the above? Is it empowerment? Is it something with no name? Is it allness? Is it wholeness? Is it abundance? Joy? The energy doesn't lie. It's always authentic. It's always in its authentic expression. So we would invite you to use that energetic information to choose, because truly we are the choosers, each in our own right. We're each our own authority. We're the only ones that can choose for us. And circumstances is always the reflection. It's waiting for you to choose. If you've been struggling with wanting this reflection to be different for some time, is it time now to choose to have what you are in an authentic way, in an undistorted way? So we would invite you to bring all of your energy that you've invested in trying to fix or change the outer expression. Maybe it's a condition within the body, in health, vitality. Maybe it's relationships, career, money, home. Just take a moment to notice the energy, the focus that's been directed on the external. We're going to invite the body deva to do the same. So everywhere we're trying to stream our creative energy on the external world, on someone else, something else, some event in the future, some event in the past, some event in our present expression or circumstance, to try to manipulate it, change it. We're just going to bring in some energetic information to remind you what you already know about this. To remember the truth of the unity, consciousness, oneness-based ways of being, where we know we are one with an infinite source, and we know we are an emanation from that source. We are a beam of light emanating from that source, and all of our power is in our beam. That's where all of our resources live. In what we are, in our pillar of light that we are. So when we're attempting to control the outer, we literally take our reference points for our resources. We think this is the source of our freedom or our abundance or our joy, and we try to make it that, instead of just accessing the source that we already have, infinite supply within us. So we would invite you to retrieve, first and foremost, all the responsibility you've given to anything in the outer reflection. So you may be given money the responsibility to be your source of safety or freedom or abundance. You've maybe given the right relationship. When my relationship is functioning correctly, or I get the right relationship, I'll be happy, or I'll be safe, or I'll be supported. You've maybe given responsibility to that reflection of what's intended to be the reflection of the support, the safety. You've given that reflection the responsibility to be the source for you. Maybe it's the source of love. So just take a moment to retrieve all the energetic responsibility you gave away to something or someone outside of you for any of your needs. The freedom, the empowerment, the joy, the abundance, the safety, the support. Retrieve that responsibility back to you, holding it at the level of your higher self. We're going to invite this for you, your body, and your teams. To the degree that you choose, it's simply an invitation, and then you say yes, or not yet, or no thank you. When you hold that responsibility at the level of your higher self, you then will access it for yourself. If you're energetically trying to get it outside of you, there's never enough. It's distorted. It's not really where the source lives. So we're trying to function from separation consciousness, and we get the reflection of separation, of lack, of struggle. So the other step here is to retrieve all your reference points where you've referenced something outside of you as the source. Retrieve all your reference points. You can think of it as these energetic tentacles that you have going out here, trying to get from out here. Bring all of that back. Invite your higher self, body, Deva's higher self, and teams to retrieve all your reference points for those qualities that you were trying to get externally, those needs you were trying to get met from the reflection, from the external. Bring it back. Reference it within your beam of light, within your pillar of light. Body Deva for yourself, teams for yourselves, everybody doing it. Deep breath in. And whatever doesn't allow that for you, are you willing to release and uncreate it? Because there might be something running where you're like, well, then I don't get to have it. If this person isn't the source of love for me or connection, then where is it? It's like the mind gets confused. The mind doesn't understand how we can source it, access it within our being. So we're going to bring in some energetic information to demonstrate that and to show you what we mean by that. You, as an emanation of an infinite source, contain within what you are, your beam of light, you, an infinite supply of everything. That's where it lives. It's never been outside of you. It's always been within you. And when you reference it there, you access it there. You can amplify it even more if you choose. More abundance, more joy, more freedom, please. Higher self, will you activate more of it within my beam? More safety, more support, more love, more empowerment. Whatever the quality is. And then when it feels complete, we invite a balancing and stabilizing of your energetic fields. Updating all your grids, your reference points, all ways in which you perceive and are perceived. Deep breath in. So now we'd like to demonstrate a taste of remember the keys to your mastery in an energetic way. So if you're receptive, we invite you to just receive what's here for you. And deep breath in. And just invite the energetic aspect of you that knows to receive what's here for you. Your higher self, your I am presence. And deep breath in. What if your awakening can be a gentle, graceful process? The organic movement of energy is that it always wishes to move into a higher expression. It always wishes to balance, to be in balance and flow. It is our honor to support you in remembering the appropriate energetic stances, alignments, ways of being that support your ascension, your awakening with grace and ease. Thank you for your choice to evolve in a conscious way and to receive through this transmission. It is truly our honor to support you in this way. If you wish to learn more about our upcoming series, it is a total of 6 weeks. We are doing 5 90-minute sessions. The 6th 90-minute session will be an interactive roundtable where you get to ask questions, interact, gain greater clarity. And throughout, you're able to email us your questions, send in your questions. We address them in a way that's appropriate. We also want to mention the other aspect of our offerings that may always not be communicated in words. And anytime we offer a series, an individual session, our intensives that we offer that are a series of individual sessions, we create an energetic room, if you will, in another dimension where we commune with you. And it begins the moment that you register, the moment that you say yes, the moment that you create that energetic flow through the energetic contribution. Because again, energy always wants to balance itself. So your contribution calls forth that which you receive. And we would invite you to ask the question, how much am I willing to receive? Because this contribution is going to call forth that balanced receiving in proportion to the contribution. Letting that integrate a bit. So when we generate this container, this room, it's infused with specific intentions to support you in what you're calling forth for yourself. And we're basically in session. We are in session. You're in session with me, Council of Light, your guides and advisors, my guides and advisors, the masters and angels that you invoke to be a part of your experience, the masters and angels that we invoke, the enlightened body devas to support the body deva, your body deva's higher self, your teams at the level of their higher selves, all the guides and advisors working with all of you, your spiritual family. It is truly a collaboration, a very expansive collaboration of light. That if you think about you being a multidimensional being, that you are, your body deva is as well. Your teams are as well. We commune in another dimension and we begin the session work. In the other dimension, we work out all the kinks, if there are any, in the higher realms. It's much easier to do there. It's outside of time, outside of space, outside of ego, if you will, separation consciousness. And so much of our work is actually done beyond this dimension. There's so much to receive from the conscious awareness of that, because you open your receptors even more to receive even more outside of the perceived limitations of this dimension. So I wonder what it would take for you to actually receive all that is available to you, to honor you, to bless you, to expand you, to support you in your choice to have what you are. Whatever doesn't allow that, will you release and uncreate it? Deep breath in. So this energetic container beyond this dimension, this session beyond this dimension that's taking place as you choose to sign up, as you choose to register for any of our events or any of our offerings, it continues through your session. And so it begins the moment you register, because you've made the choice to have it. In truth, it doesn't happen linearly. It happens outside of time. Very challenging for our minds to get this. It's quantum, but a part of you knows what we're pointing to. But you're the chooser. You're the one in the driver's seat. You always are. And you're either choosing in favor of what would honor you, or you're maybe choosing through a lens of limitation or disempowerment or separation. And it's all perfect, because it's all either you choosing to have the efficient, shortcut, honoring experience, or you doing some more learning in the separation-based experience. And there's no right, wrong, good, or bad. So you really can't mess it up. Let that come in. You can't mess it up. You can't make a wrong choice. You can simply delay or accelerate your remembering. And are you willing in this moment to kind of place on the table anywhere where you're in a belief or a pattern or a special relationship with struggle, where you think it has to be hard, where it has to be this kind of toiling energy in order for it to be worth it or of value or for it to work. It's like the no pain, no gain kind of paradigm that works in separation consciousness to a degree. And it actually serves us in separation consciousness to a degree until we're ready to graduate from separation consciousness. So feel into, is it time for me to take the step in activating all the vibrations of those lessons, the mastery of those lessons in separation consciousness and struggle, and to begin to function from who I am in truth, from a place of oneness with Source, infinite supply already having, and to retire the struggle. And if so, we'll bring in some energetic downloads to support that. Reminding you what it feels like, how to, and that it's safe to retire struggle as a way of evolving, as a way of shifting. As a way of activating your mastery. And one of the things we're going to look at is remembering literally how to go within, locate those keys, to turn those keys in those locks that only we can choose for ourselves to do in a way that's appropriate, in a way that's honoring, in a way that is sustainable, in a way that is literally like crossing an energetic bridge into the next level of your expression from a much more honoring unity consciousness perspective, platform, vantage point. There's one other piece here we'd like to do before we complete this energetic transmission, and that is we'd invite you to kind of contemplate where you are holding, and this is like leaning into the part of you that knows, higher self, knowing, where am I holding my reference points for my identity? Where am I referencing my identity? Is it on what I do for a living? Is it on maybe a mother, that I'm a mother, the role I'm playing, the roles I'm playing in this lifetime? Is it on maybe my physical form to some degree? Is it on what I believe, what I think, what I do, what I say? Is it on an outer expression of me in the past or in the present or in the future? Where am I referencing my identity? And let that part of you that knows energetically figure that out. We're going to invite the body deva to do the same, because the body deva is not the physical form. The physical form is the reflection. Body deva. Yes, good. The body deva just went, oh. The body deva is also a beam of light, pillar of light that emanates from the heart of Gaia, Earth. And Gaia, Earth, emanates from the heart of Source. So we all emanate from the heart of Source. It's like a fractal. Deep breath in. So can we support you to retrieve all your reference points for you off of everyone and everything, even an outer expression of you, an idea of you, a concept of you, something mental, off the mental body, off the emotional body. You are the beam of light that's aware of all of that. So we invite you at the level of your higher self, if you're willing, Body Deva's higher self in teams, to locate all your identity points, anchor points, orientation points, pivot points, focus. Retrieve it off of everyone and everything in the outer world. Bring it back to your pillar of light. Re-embed it appropriately within your pillar of light, along your divine cosmic loop, to the degree that is appropriate for your current level of consciousness, in a balanced, coherent, stable, connected way. Retrieving all those reference points, identity points, back to you, back to what you really are. Inviting you, if you're willing, to move into the willingness, the greater willingness to remember who you are in truth, all that you are in truth. And whatever doesn't allow that, we release and uncreate it. Deep breath in. Inviting a balancing and stabilizing of all systems, components, and levels of your being for the higher vibration. Updating all grids, all reference points, all ways in which you perceive and are perceived. May you continue to know and embrace your light in a way that honors you. If it resonates to learn more or to join us for our upcoming series offering that begins on July 10th, you can learn more at embracingtheinfinite.com. And we also have a 7-day in-person immersion coming up in September over the equinox. That will be on our website soon. Feel free to email us to get that information now. And again, we want to reiterate that there are 12 seats available for the series, for the Sacred Circle that begins on July 10th. So we encourage you to follow your knowing and to trust the light that flows within you, to guide you, to direct you, to maintain and sustain you. Much love. We look forward to connecting with you again soon.